Alright guys, it is June 6th, 2026, year of our Lord. It's Saturday, guys. We went out and got 2 done today. 2 we went and did today, guys. I skipped this week. I knew that it was going to be raining. It looks like we're going to get some rain tomorrow and all next week, guys. So I just wanted to go ahead and get ahead of what I could, so I skipped those earlier in the week. I would have had to mow them a couple days early, and they are weekly, so I would have had to mow them at like 5 days, so like 2 days early this week, and then I knew I wouldn't be able to get to them this next week, guys, so I went ahead and just pushed them back 2 or 3 days, I'm not sure what it was, and then got them cleaned up today, Saturday, and shouldn't have to worry about them next week. We'll just regroup the next week if we have to, or if I get the opportunity to mow this week, guys, we will. But yeah, sometimes you gotta move some things around, guys, when the weather it's coming. You can't control the weather, guys, so you gotta do what you gotta do when you got to. I feel like a fucking idiot talking to this camera like this, so sorry if I'm not looking at it or whatever. But yeah, guys, I did a little recording while he was out. I did the 2 that are side by side. I'll put in the little bit of recording I did. They ended up looking a little bit better this week than last week when I was over there. They grew. All this rain, guys, they're just growing so fast right now. Just being, I think it was like 9 days since I've been there, guys. In 9 days, the fertilized fescue is out of control, guys. You've got to mow it every single week or it just starts to look so bad. But we got them cleaned up. I'll throw the footage in here. They look a little bit better, and I'm gonna try and get better about remembering to do these videos before I start, so I can tell you guys what we're gonna do and then bring you along. But thank you guys for watching if you made it this far. Alright guys, it is Saturday, June the 6th, 2026, year of our Lord, and we are trying to beat the rain, guys. We got some rain coming tomorrow, and it don't look like it's gonna stop all week, so I went ahead and loaded it up, and we're gonna oh look, somebody broke this. Well, I'll try and stick it back down in there anyway. But yeah, guys, so I didn't mow these. These are weeklies. I was here last Thursday, but I didn't mow this week on Thursday because I knew it was going to rain next week. So I let them be. Waited till today because it's going to rain all next week. So we want to be smart and be efficient. If I would have mowed last week and not been able to get here this week, these things will get really long. So I'll bring you guys along. I think we'll weed eat first. Do some edge the driveway and stuff, sidewalks, and weed eat, and then mow. Try and get it to look as good as we can today. I wasn't last week when I was here after being out for 2 weeks on these guys. I wasn't really happy with how I left it, so I'll try and make sure I do a better job today.
guys. Would y'all trim this out? It's typically not included, but I think it looks bad, so. Gotta edge this side over here, and then go weed eat the backyard, and we're done. That's clean right there, guys. I'll tell you what's wrong with it. It ain't got no gas in it. I know you guys can't tell on camera, but there's a little bit of a slope, so I just weeded everything up here so I don't have to grab the mower up it. pretty thick right here. Like I said, I left this pretty bad the other day. I wasn't happy with how I left it, so. I think we're going to try and cut this a little shorter today, guys. There's some Bermuda in here. It'll take over during the summer. So as it's pretty hot. It's going to stay hot now. We got plenty of rain coming. We'll try and actually take this fescue down. I know people think that's crazy, but we're going to take it down so that Bermuda can take over. Look at there, guys. We're almost at 600 hours. 599.4. Alright guys, we're double cutting this right here. Like always, I have told y'all before, this grows this right here grows really thick. So I always gotta double cut this no matter what. This way it takes the longest, but you gotta switch the direction, guys. You gotta do it. Alright guys, 5:17. We weed eated at the edge, mowed. Now we're gonna blow these things off and get out of here. This guy over there looks like he could use some help. Last week while I was here, guys, I forgot to blow off footage. I got big, like I said, guys, last week I forgot to blow off that porch. I had to make a trip back to do it, so. That's one thing, guys, if I miss something, I always come back, guys. Don't leave it for the next week or whatever. Make sure you lock the gate, guys. And make sure you check everything on the way out. Do a double check. forget our little flags this week. Remember, this one right here was broke, so we'll get it put back the best we can. And then this one over here, these look a little better, guys. I'm still not completely happy with it. I shouldn't have chained up the pattern. And that ground's hard, guys. But anyways, here's what we got this week. Alright, and straight side to side this way. All the way down and back. And that way. Down and back, guys. And that's all she wrote.